Welcome everybody to today's screencast, which should be short and hopefully caters to your creativity. All right, goal of this lesson. You learn how to use a cool online tool called Canva. Some of you may have heard of it before. Some of you may have used it before. I don't know what you have in terms of your background on this one, but this lesson will teach you how to use it and hopefully really inspire you to make something creative on your own. All right, so anyhow, this is the link to the Canva website. All right, I'll put it in the screencast so you can just go there. And at the end of this, you're going to have a nice Canva item of your choice, and it's not something I want uploaded to Google Classroom. All right, let's make sure we understand that. It's just something I would like to go screen to screen, take a quick glance at, and not be overcritical, but just hope you have fun with it and learn to use a cool tool and maybe give you something you can use in your other classes as well when given an assignment where you have a little bit of freedom. All right, but it's cool. All right, here's what I want to do. Okay, you can match what I do as far as a theme, or you can go off, as you'll see in Canva, and really you might get an idea and say, I want to make this instead, and just go with it. All right, what I wanted to do, because I'm big into motivation and quotes, is create a motivational quote poster from one of my favorite coaches of all time, Vince Lombardi. And he was kind of renowned for his coaching style and the things he told his players. I mean, you can Google search it and find all kinds of his legendary quotes. And I have to make a quick little edit to my screencast from last night because I had the pleasure of watching a couple things go wrong. All right, so anyhow, what you're going to do, if you already made an account like with Mrs. Kreider, some of the kids brought that to my attention, then you can just go up in here to hit login. But for most of you who have never done Canva before, in this little box here it says name, just type your name. Okay, don't type mine because you're not me. And then when you're done with your name, you got to tell that you're a student because you get a free account. All right, so when you do that, say get started is free, then you can use your Google credentials right here, all right, with your school credentials. And then you should be logged in and your screen looks somewhat similar to mine, okay? That's the addition to my screencast. Like I said, it's as simple as this. You pick out a design, right, from Create a Design, and you can go with one of their templates. And like I said, you can use any of these you want. Maybe you want to make a social media post type thing, or you wanted to, like I had wanted to make a poster, a motivational poster. So I'm not going to go to the social media. I'm just going to go down here to probably a poster, all right? And then you can choose one of their templates, right? An event poster, any of these. There's some categories here. A quote poster, that's cool. If I go with something like that, and then I put my own quotation in, okay? My own quotation from my Vince Lombardi was, well, let me show you the final product. This is what I made earlier. The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have. So I'm going to put that in. Maybe I want this one instead. Okay, the measure of who we are. I got to select that text so I can edit that. The measure of who we are. I like using titled case here. Who we are is what we do with what we have. What we do with what we have. So true. All right, and then you can space it out how you want. The measure of who we are, that's what I want on its own. Let them do return is what we have, what we do with what we have. There, that's cool. All right, I want that centered, and you can see how you can kind of decorate a little bit with your fonts and sizes and such. Okay, but I would like a picture of Coach Lombardi on here. I'm not so sure I want that background. Okay, down here I want it to say Vince Lombardi because he's the guy that said that. And then it's up to me how to decorate it, okay? I want his picture on there, and I probably want a different background. So I go to backgrounds here. I can choose a different one. And so if I went with something like, and you can color them differently too. You know, I'm just looking for kind of a texture, something like that or that, or even that. That's kind of cool. Um, but there's an uploads button here. And earlier when you guys weren't looking, I went out and I found a nice picture of Coach Lombardi, that one, and I downloaded it. So when I go to upload that picture, there it is. Okay, and I can put it where I would like. The text, I probably have to go small if I want to fit that picture of Coach on here. All right, 56, I can probably go bigger than that, 96. And then there's my picture. And it looks really unprofessional without a background, right? A frame around it. So instead, I noticed in this Elements tab, you can make yourself a nice shape, okay? So I chose this one. And check it out. You can kind of crop her down like that. Put it there, and you can have a poor man's frame. Isn't that cool? So I made, in no time, a really cool poster. I don't like the font, right? I would rather have something that's almost like it's written, you know, like a script font, something like that. So without trying to keep this thing going and going and going, and there we go, something like that for me, and I might make it a little bit bigger or bold. Some of them you can't bold, I noticed, but all right, that's cool. I'm only at 12% too as far as size, so there's what my poster would look like at 25%. Okay, pretty cool. Now, the part that you probably don't know how to do. All right, you have to download this so you have your own copy. Okay, and then you have to know where downloads go. So this button right here is the downloads button, and it's suggested as a ping. So when I hit download, it creates my design for me and downloads it. And then in order for you to be able to get credit for this, you have to show this to me on Wednesday. And so what you're going to do is in the Finder, right, down below, there's a little Finder icon. You guys can't see this unless I move this window down. Can't do it. All right, but in the bottom left corner of your dock, when you click that little smiley face guy called the Finder, that brings this window up. In Downloads, this is where your picture is. All right, so that's my ping that I made. When I drag it out to my desktop, then this is the one I just made. Okay, it's called Be Bold. Okay, again, you don't have to make a motivational poster. You can create anything you want in Canva. And I just wanted you to learn how to use Canva, but also how to download something, all right? How to upload something if you had to, wanted to put a picture of like Vince like I did. So, all right, have fun with it. Make sure you download it, and that's it. That's it. There's no turn-in in Google Classroom. Have fun.